All right, guys, welcome. You made it. Week 4, day 3. What's up? Um, so this is the only part of the day where I was kind of skeptical, but this is the first time and probably the last time I'm gonna do deadlifts on a Smith machine. So let's get it. I mean, honestly, I give a shit more about my grip strength. I just want to be able to push my grip strength to its limits as much as I can. So whatever. Let's just get to it. Starting off just 185. All right, guys, welcome back to set 2. So initial impressions of deadlift on the Smith machine. I kind of like it. So the reason being is the bar. What's the shortest distance between 2 points? It's a straight line, and I think when you're doing power clean, that's kind of going to change because it's sort of going to almost do like a question mark by like an inch, couple inches. It's going to kind of come off, and then you're going to jump under it. So kind of drifts, but with deadlift, it's in a straight line. And honestly, if you're like new to deadlifts, you're trying to practice deadlifts, this is really good because it keeps the bar traveling on like a perfect line. So you can just kind of practice your form. Don't cheat though. There is a point when I get down here where if I really wanted to, I could just completely lean back like that and pull. Don't do that, but yeah, if you're new to deadlift, might be a good idea to try out a couple in a Smith. It doesn't feel terrible. I don't feel like it's any easier, if that makes sense. My grip still sucks, so we're the same there. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe for set 2, I jumped up to a 205 on this. I'm gonna try to go for 10. So we'll see. Now I think last week it was like my grip could only handle about 4 or 5 of them before it just completely gave out. Um, this bar though does have deeper grooves. Like it is like when I get my hands in there, it like literally locks in everywhere. So I'm feeling hopeful that I might be able to get a few more this time. We're gonna turn up our grip strength for the next 3 weeks, so bear with me on that. We're gonna be doing core and grip strength. Try to get these bad boys at least to, or I can at least handle something heavier. All right, let's go. Boom, 225 with 10 on Smith though, so it doesn't count. There's this crazy ass huge, definitely bigger than me. There's this crazy ass fucking like, I don't know, Eastern European, literally just screams like in every single set. She's like, ah, ah. Probably heard her in the background right there. She's freaking crazy. Yeah, I can't talk shit though. She's probably got me by like 30 pounds. Solid muscle. All right, guys. We went ahead for this 4th optional set. I jumped up. I put 245. I got 245 in the bar, so 245 and a 10 on each side. Now, I asked you guys about the wrist wrap thing the other day. So here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to have on deck wrist straps only for when I get to a point to where I cannot physically handle the weight in my hands anymore. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I'm gonna have them there just in case. And if I need them, then I'll jump in and I'll have a pair just on deck. But ideally, what I'd want to do, I know it's crazy even saying 4 or 5 deadlifts. I'm literally like deadlifting 225 right now, 245 right now. I'm gonna attempt, but I just want to get to that 405 deadlift, man. Like I really want to get to that. I really want to get to a 315 squat. Really want to get to that 225 bench. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to absolutely get there. All right. Body's feeling good. I have no aches or pains anywhere. So obviously I'm a little sore. I'm a little tight in some areas, but that's just because we've been working out and I'm still kind of a little sore, but everything feels overall pretty good. Rip. grip. Woo, all right. On to the worst exercise known to man. Splitties, Bulgarian split squats. Absolutely hate these. You guys already know it. Not a few people wondering like what my background is. Um, you'll probably notice that I'm going to be progressing through like I haven't hit plateau yet, and I'm probably going to continue to like rise and rise and rise. From the age of 5, I've been doing 4 sports. So I grew up, I was doing soccer, football, basketball, baseball, all 4 sports. And I continued all 4 sports until like middle school when I dropped basketball and I got into like football and baseball pretty much only. And I continued football and baseball throughout high school. So I guess you could say I did football for however long that is. I don't know, like 14, 13 years. 13 years from the time I was 5 and Pop Warner from flag football all the way Mighty Might, um, from all the way to what was it, junior Pee Wee, Pee Wee. I'm missing one in between there, but all the way up to like junior Bantam. So I did that. Then I went into football weight training. So 14 years old, I started doing weight training. I've been weight training ever since. Yeah, the max sets we're going for, something that's been like a lifelong goal of mine. I've never actually stuck to a program, and I've never been serious enough to push myself to actually do it. I've been kind of stuck in a limbo where I'm like working out, doing something, I get injured, so I'm taking it very seriously this time, jumping on like a pro workout that I built for all of us here. I think we're all gonna get it. But enough of me. Let me know. Let me know what you guys. Let me know what your guys' background is. All right. Uh, Now for me, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say I've always been pretty skinny. I'm kind of that guy where I've never had to worry about gaining weight. I'm always cut year round. I put on pretty good muscle. Like for a skinny guy, I put on muscle pretty good. So I guess that's kind of cool. But yeah, never had any problems with my weight. If anything, in high school, I was a hard gainer. Now that I'm older, I can gain weight, but I have to go out of my way to try to gain weight. If not, I kind of fast, so I pretty much hover within 5 pounds of like a weight like year round. Let me know. Let me know more about you guys in the comments. All right, cool. So I changed my mind after doing the 245 on Deadlift Smith machine. Your grip is easier on a Smith machine because it kind of pins itself up because the bar restricts from rolling. So I definitely cannot do the same, which sucks. But yeah, at first I was like, nah, it feels the same. Maybe I wanted it to feel the same, but no, it definitely was easier. I noticed that after I held 225 for a set of 10, when the other day you guys saw me after like 4 of them, I was like, I can't hold it. Help, my fingers hurt. So yeah, we'll get our grip strength back. You just gotta keep working on it. Oh, I fucking hate these. Ugh. I don't know, man. I've been going through like some stuff in my life, and like I'm recovering from a traumatic injury, and I'm seeing all this shit on social media of people, just saying they're natty, people showing you the end result of like 10 years of hard work and dedication. And I just like, you know what? Now I'm going to show everybody online real, actual expectations of a natural bodybuilder, a natural lifter, a casual Joe like me. I'm going to show you how someone can do it, how we can stick to a program. I'm going to show you how we can gain weight, how we can get to our goals, and the real time frame that it's going to take. I thought that'd be more authentic, and best part is, I just want to take you guys with me. I want you guys to all come with me on that. So those are kind of my goals. All right, let's freaking get it. You guys got me pumped. I'm jumping out to 45s now. Oh yeah, I've gotten stronger. Oh yeah, we're getting these goals, baby. We are getting to these goals. Mark my words. Thanks for being with me on that first week, man. Those videos were tough. Learning to just be yourself on camera is like super difficult. learning to be yourself when people are just walking by, like being like, dude, this guy's talking to the phone right there. Shit's difficult. All right, so let's get it. Set 2. Good set. Okay. Set number 3. No bullshit on this one. Let's get it. Try to hit 10. 1, 2, 3. Well, guys, they didn't really have any of the chest supported T-bar rows that I was looking for, so we're doing this. All right. Well, let's make do with what we got, I suppose, and let's get it. I actually used to like this machine back in the day. I used to like the one that had like the multiple grips though. This one's got like 2, I guess. Whew. All right. We're doing a different angle, so yeah. It's not really about trying to move a ton of weights. There's time for that. Right now, I'm just trying to flex my back with every set. Man, my back's gonna work out, but man, my forearms are dying on every set. I guess that's what happens when you cast up one of your freaking hands and you can't really do anything like this for over a year. Dude, this machine is, it literally makes me feel like I'm just going like this. I do like the fact that nobody's here though. It's awesome. Shit, in Phoenix, it'd be like 2 a.m. That shit would still be packed. All right, you guys know how it is. Overhead tricep extension. I'm gonna hit a couple of the ropes and then I might go do a dumbbell one. We'll see how I feel. Woo. Ooh, that felt good. All right, change my mind because this shit feels awesome. I'm gonna do one more set of these dual ones, and I'm gonna do one final set of just like a single arm, so I can focus in, get some lighter weight, focus in on each arm individually. Feels pretty good. I went this way last time. I'm all about evens, and I gotta go this way this time. Ugh. I believe my left foot was forward last time. There's this dude that was I seen like in this gym who reminded me of one of my friends that I knew in like high school slash college, like college days. And like this dude was like, he was super cool. He was cool. He was attractive. He was this Puerto Rican guy, and like it's super funny because he always like every time we would go out, he would always make this thing and be like, "All right, guys, I'm gonna take one for the team." He'd always would say that like whenever we went out, we were talking to like a group of girls. He'd always be like, "All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take one for the team, boys. Yeah." And like at first it was pretty cool, you know, because for some reason he would always just be like, "All right," he'd always like go hook up with the fat chicks. But then after a while, we just kind of noticed that he always would take one for the team. So after the first semester, we kind of like figured out that he just had a thing for like fat chicks. Let me know if you know somebody like that they got a thing for fat chicks. uh, that's probably super inappropriate, and I'm definitely going to be getting canceled for that. I'm sorry. Y'all lucky. I ran out of storage space on my phone, and I had to delete my YouTube app, which had 5 gigabytes of data and documents on it. So we did that. Next up today, we're gonna go ahead and do some hammer curls on ropes, some cables. So let's hit a few sets, see what we think. I'm be honest, this feels like fucking shit on my wrists. Dude, look at that. Feels like shit. Yeah, we're not doing that again. Mix in something else. All right, guys, substitute workout. We're hitting in some concentrated preacher curl, some dumbbell ones. Yeah, that feels pretty good. I'm happy now. Trying to get my arms straighter and more of a stretch. Be careful, don't do this with a lot of weight. I could see how a ton of weight you could easily hurt yourself. At least with your hand behind your arm. It reminds me about my other gripe about this gym is they don't have a fucking scale. I like went up and was like, hey, I want to weigh myself. Do you guys have a scale? No. I know that they have like believe, judgment free zone, no critiques. Maybe jumping on a scale is a critique. I don't know. Whatever. Isn't really the gym culture I like, but whatever. I was super excited to weigh myself too because I'm getting stronger, and obviously I started off 149.7 pounds, but I feel like I've gained weight, so I really was curious. It kind of sucks. This guy here, I should be doing more than 25s. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a hammer like a burnout, which should be good. Hammer curl burnout. Keep it nice. Keep your form. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's a burnout, but you know what I'm saying. Not a ton of swinging. Oh my gosh, guys. I thought this was light. Whew. Those other two sets really gassed my arms. Good. Gas arms means muscles getting fatigued. Stuff's growing. Oh yeah, I feel burn. Slow burn. Oh yeah. Burn is good. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Ooh, burn. Yeah. That's turned into a really good bicep workout today. Oh yeah, that was good. Let's get one negative in there. I shouldn't have done that. One negative. There we go. Yeah, there we go. This one part of the workout I did change up. Originally, I did have just like a holding side plank, but it just felt better, just kind of feeling like you're doing reps. Oh yeah, my oblique. Yeah, it gets your obliques just like slam. So that's the reasoning behind that. If it feels better for you to just do a static hold on your side plank, do it. Again, guys, this is not about comparing yourself to other people. It's about getting better every day based on your level. Also, too, some people's muscles are different. Some people get a better burn if they're holding it for a minute. Some people it feels better if they're like doing some sort of like kind of side crunch. So do whatever feels best for you. All right, let's go get this cool down. Ooh. All right, guys. Good workout. Thanks for joining me. Word for the wise: do not skip the warm up. Do not skip the cool down. Also, if you're jumping into like a deadlift, if you're jumping into a squat, I don't videotape it, but before I go and deadlift and put on like 185 or 205 or 225 in the bar, I'm deadlifting a plate just to make sure everything feels good. Same thing with squat, same thing with bench press. I'm doing like even a warm up with the bar on bench press just to make sure everything feels good. So remember, warm up, dynamic warm up is awesome. It's good. It's going to help you in the long run. Keep from getting injured, okay? Warm up sets, important, definitely important. Remember to do the warm up sets. The cool down, important. Sometimes stuff gets sort of tight and it gets kind of weird. You know, if I'm like kind of fouling, for instance, and doing my set and like my shoulders all like twisted, all weird or something, you know, it kind of feels like all weird. If I stretch it out, it feels better. Even though I'm not 225 pounds lean, super jacked, like on top of my game, I still have been in the gym for 21 years. You know, it's a long time. And in that 21 years, I've had probably 5 like pretty major injuries where I had to take months off the gym. And I would say out of all 5 of those injuries, I'd say all 5 of them came from me just being an idiot and just not warming up. Plain and simple, or going in cold, trying to curl something, going in cold, trying to squat something. I remember one time I felt something pinch in my spine and I felt like it was like a water balloon kind of went psst, and I felt like juice almost like disperse. My back was fucked up. I think I definitely pinched a nerve in my back and I couldn't squat more than a plate on each side for like 3 months. And that all came because I was walking into the gym with my bag, with everything. And somebody had 225 in the bar and was just like, hey, you think you can, how many times do you think you can squat that? I was like, oh, dude, I'll knock this shit out for a set of 20. You know, I went ahead and did that. And of course, I'm over here like not even ready. I'm not flexed. Like I'm like super just like, okay, guys. And I started doing it. I went down and on one of them, I just felt it like in my back. So that happened. I told you guys before I had another incident where it was like bench pressing and I was like showing off and I decided to pause rep it. And I pause rep on my chest and I like let go of the bar. I was like, oh, you know, something cracked in my chest. So that was another time that happened. Of course, like I said, I had like my wrist injury because I went like literally walking into the gym. I was like trying to curl 110s. So that was another huge injury I had. Another injury is I actually popped like something on the inside, probably like my hamstring, like right here in my hip socket. Something like popped because I was kind of tight that day and I didn't stretch for some reason. Like I was just like, nah, I'm in a hurry. I'm not going to stretch. You know, I'm just going to get my shit done. And I was going down. I remember I went down like this and something just went like, and like popped. And I had like this crazy pain every time I squatted for like 5 weeks almost. And I had to do like tons of stretching. I had to like, it was a big deal. But yeah, I've had that. Ouch. Tons of stuff, guys. So like it's super important. You know, like I said, I'm going to go down to child's pose real quick. Trust me, I'm now old enough to understand like you need to warm up, a dynamic warm up. You need to run. You need to do like a lightweight warm up set to your stuff. You need to do a cool down. That's kind of what keeps your body in like condition to be able to do this kind of stuff. So keep that in mind. The only thing that would derail me is getting injured, so I'm like super cognizant about it right now. It's like, no, dude, you're not getting injured. You're going to do and we're good. Yoga, of course, helped. But yeah, so take it for what it's worth. If you're super young, like you're like in high school, you're invincible. You don't really need to warm up that much. You feel great all the time. Even when you get injured, you recover really fast. So those were like the glory days. Anyways, good workout. I'll see you guys. Like I said, I'm implementing a day 4 in this. So day 4, I'm gonna try to get some like one lower back exercise. I'm gonna do some core. I'm gonna do like a lot of grip strength. So see you guys for that. You motherfuckers thought I was gonna forget my lat pull down, my lat stretch. Oh, no. I just couldn't do it over there on the wall. Oh, and it feels good. Feels really good. Oh my gosh. Yep. Ooh. I don't know what we're doing. Oh yeah, we did the pull downs. Yeah, I remember lat pull downs. And my lats are kind of sore. Feels pretty good to stretch them out. Oh, all right. See y'all day 4. You motherfuckers thought I was gonna forget my calves. And truthfully, I did forget my calves. Until now, we got them. Yeah, there we go. All right, see y'all.